Hello and welcome back to another exciting episode of the Unplanned Journey podcast. In this 12th episode, we embark on a fascinating exploration of an unplanned journey of a dentist turned into tech entrepreneur. Today, we delve into the captivating stories of an individual who has seamlessly transitioned from the world of dental care to the realm of technology and tech entrepreneurship. From unexpected encounters that sparked a new passion to unforeseen challenges that ignited innovation, each tale paints a vivid picture of the extraordinary experiences that unfold when we embrace the unplanned with an open heart and a spirit of adaptation. So get ready to be inspired as we celebrate the courage, resilience, and adaptability of our guests and uncover the profound beauty that lies within life's most unplanned moments. Let's dive into another remarkable episode of the Unplanned Journey Thriving Amidst the Unpredictable. So, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the wonderful Cuty Gupta. Cuty, who has always in pursuit of knowledge to get better every day. She strongly live by the quote, if you don't see a clear path for what you want, sometimes you have to make it yourself. That's a very powerful quote, by the way, Cuty. So, from starting her career passionately in dentistry and having a goal to become a successful maxillofacial surgeon to now starting her own tech business, she has lived by those words. So, welcome to the show, Cutie, and we would love to hear more about your interesting journey.
Thanks a million. Thanks a million, Jeevantika, to having me here. So, basically, I think you have introduced me too well, to be honest with you. But I started my career as a dentist, and I moved to Ireland almost 10 years ago with an ambition in my mind that I wanted to specialize and become a maxillofacial surgeon and then go towards the road traffic accidents and do surgeries and all those kind of things. But unfortunately, things didn't work out. There were various different laws and regulations which didn't allow me to practice here as a dentist, and I was not allowed to sit into an exam. I think that's a conversation itself. It's a big conversation. So yeah, in a nutshell, I was not allowed to work here as a dentist, and that's when I had to pivot my career and decide, okay, what do I do next? So I decided to apply for different roles, went into an accountancy firm, started as a graduate there, completed my couple of ACCA exams, thinking that I can become a qualified accountant and work as an accountant. However, while I was doing that, I realized it's not something which I would enjoy because it was too monotonous for me doing same thing every day, which I couldn't enjoy. So I started as a project management manager and then completed my PNP certifications and then became operations manager. And then I was working as a director of technology in my previous job. So while working as a director of technology, I realized there is a huge gap in the market, and all the businesses need technology, and all the businesses are in the need of innovation so that they can use available resources in the best way possible and they can increase their efficiency. And that's where the whole idea of Cosmotech came from. And yeah, that's how Cosmotech was born.
I think that's a there is a lot to the background that you have at the moment, and it's going to be very interesting to hear some of it. So, as you know, the theme of this podcast is the unplanned journey, and we are talking about the unplanned moments, unplanned, unexpected turns that happen in your life. So, can you share a story of a significant unplanned event or a detour in your life that led you to a completely unexpected find? And I'm sure it's related to the entrepreneurship that you are doing at the moment with your Cosmotech. So, if you want to share something
Yeah.
about it.
For sure, yeah. I never thought if you would have asked me 5 years ago that, or if someone would have told me 5 years ago that I would be an entrepreneur and I would be opening up my own business, I would have laughed on on the face, to be honest with you, because I had no idea about technology. I had no intentions of getting my own business set up whatsoever. So it was a complete. I never thought that this is where life will land me. So it was not at all which what my ambition was. Again, what happened was when I was, as I mentioned before as well, when I came to Ireland, I tried everything to become a dentist and work here as a dentist. And for that, I was told by one of the Irish Dental Council here that if I give UK exams, I might be able to practice here in Ireland. So I started giving UK exams, ORE, qualified that, and then Brexit happened, and because of that, I could not work here. Still, I could not work here as a dentist, and that was the turning point for me. And that was the time I was kind of very, it was disheartening. And I was like, what do I do? All my studies were in science, and then I never thought I would have to study something else, and that was very challenging. 100%. I had to. I knew, like, my whole from since I was a kid, I always wanted to be a doctor, and I always wanted to be a surgeon. So I had to keep all that dream aside and think and pivot and think about it. Okay, I can't be sitting at home. I can't be just, thinking about it. And 10 years down the line, I don't want to regret that I didn't do anything with my career. So I just had to take a break. Took a month or two to decide what should I do, and then I gathered myself up and then applied for all the jobs in the world, and that's how my journey then started. And then that's how I am here. I think so that was the turning point for me. That when I that not getting the license here to work as a dentist, that was the turning point for me.
Well, to be very honest, that's a very brave move, very bold move, and congratulations on taking this turn. I am sure this is going to take you on a very long journey and, a successful journey. So
Thank you.
again, congratulations on Cosmotech. Um, can you share, like, how did you initially react to this unplanned journey, perhaps starting the Cosmotech, and what were your emotions and thoughts at that time?
So I was working as a Cosmotech is a very young company. Only I'm working here full time since this year in this company. My initial first 3 months with me full time working in Cosmotech, or giving it full time, full of my time here. Um, I- they was very it's very mixed feelings. So initial reaction was I was very excited. I wanted to make sure that Cosmotech is a company which is recognized by its brand and which is recognized by its customer service or experience which we provide to our clients. And that's what my aim was when I decided that I wanted to have a company. My main goal was that being a technology company, we also need to make sure that we are client focused and our clients are never left behind. We are together in the journey with our clients, and I always have to. So I was very excited about it in the start, but as you know yourself, like when you start something completely new, I had sleepless night for sure
Yeah.
because many nights I used to go to bed. I used to think why and what did I do to myself? Like I had the best job in the world. I had 9 to 5 job. I was doing perfect and I was getting really good pay and everything was perfect for me. So I was like, why did I even do this? But yeah, but I think I only think about that maybe 10% of the time. Remaining 90% of the time, I'm really excited about this journey, about Cosmotech, and I do believe that it will make a huge impact in Ireland and across the globe with the SMEs, and I would be able to make a change the way companies operate in Ireland and across the globe. So yeah,
Well, I think everything starts with a why and ends with a why as well. So, and that's why
100%.
it's the unplanned journey. So, maybe if you can share a little bit in brief about Cosmotech, what you do in Cosmotech, just for the audience to know about.
Yeah, 100%. So, Cosmotech is basically what we do is we come in, we are your outsourced technical partners as such. So, we go in and we understand how you currently perform your business. We do your complete digital assessment and understand what your current business processes are and how do you do that, map out them, and then come up with a new process which will include automation and technology in it and come up with the ways of how we can make it more efficient for everyone. And this is the first part. We don't just stop there. Once we do that, the whole planning for you guys, after that we kind of figure out, we develop the solutions which are bespoke and custom specifically around that industry. And then we work with we become your tech partners where we're working with you on a day-to-day basis to make sure that the goal is achieved together.
Okay. Yeah, well, that makes sense. I think everything is about digital transformation at the moment, and I'm sure this is gonna, excite a lot of business outside and probably, reach out to you on this. Uh, so, well, if you start something new, it comes with a lot of challenges, right? And I'm sure you might be having a lot of challenges which you might have faced. So, do you want to share a couple of obstacles with us or challenges that you encountered along this whole journey, and how did you navigate through them?
Yeah. I think the biggest challenge for me is stay calm and stay patient. Me myself as a person, I want like I'm very enthusiastic, and I am really I want to do things straight away. I can't wait. So, and that's I think that's the way. If you are into a business, everything takes time, and I think that's life. It's not just something which you need to learn if you're just running a business. It is a lesson for everyone. I would say that you have to be patient. Things happen in its own time, and then I'm very fortunate that I'm surrounded by such nice people that they are with me through this journey, and they keep on reminding me that, okay, Cutie, you have to calm down. You can't be just thinking about it all the time. So yeah, no, that's the only obstacle, and that's the thing, because it makes me nervous, and it makes me it unsettles me a lot that, oh, things are not happening. Oh, I thought this will happen. So, you will have your own failures. It is all about failing and getting up again, and I think that's what I have learned in last 7 8 months, that it's not possible that every time you will go somewhere and you it will be a success. It's not going to happen. But the most important thing is how you learn from that failure, and it's not a failure in my eyes. There's nothing, no such thing as failures. It's all about, even if you make a mistake, or if something not happens according to your plan, you need to think about it. What did you do, and how you can pivot, and then what do you need to do next? And that's it. So I think keep going. That's what I've learned in the last couple of months.
And very well said. I mean, in today's world, people do take failure as a huge setback in life, and they are like, we don't want to go ahead because we
Yes.
failed. But instead, even I am a strong believer that failure is just a journey towards a success. So keep trying. And I do live by a quote. So I follow it. It's a motto of mine that I do not fear losing, I fear not trying. And that's where the
Very
biggest
well.
failure of life is. If you stop trying, that's when you fail, right? So,
Exactly.
um, how did this whole decision of yours change your perspective on your personal growth and your perspective towards your life?
To be honest with you, I think the main thing which I have learned through this is nothing is impossible. If I think about it, if I sit back and think about it, coming to a completely different country, and then from a completely different background, and then starting a business which is not at all related to what you studied, basically, and still going well, and then still trying for it. Like I can't claim that I have the successful business as of now, but again, at least I can see that happening, and I can see that we are on that journey. And I think the main thing for me is that you just have to keep going, and then you just have to believe in yourself. And that's what I've learned in with through this journey, basically, that I can, not I can, anyone can do anything if they put their mind to it. So you just need to decide and do hard
Mhm.
work, and then you will get it.
Well, you know what, Cutie, I think you are a biggest inspiration today, for a lot of girls outside, because I've seen very few people who've had a very different profession, and like dentistry and tech industry is completely separate, and both, one is north, one is south, a
Yeah.
very different profession. And you being dreaming about being a dentist since your childhood, and at this stage you have changed. So it's a very big deal. And as I said, that's very brave of you to change it. So you're a big inspiration. I'm already inspired in here, and I'm sure the audience are also getting inspired the way we speak. So you did mention about a lot of support you got on this journey. So do you want to share a couple of examples, or any individual name, if you want to name them out, who played a very significant role in this whole journey of yours?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I have been very fortunate at every stage of my life. So even when I was working in Smiles Dental Clinic, I had my area manager who used to, Sue was her name, and the way she used to work, she might not have even realized that she inspired me, but she used to work round the clock, and her energy was something which inspired me, and that kind of that was the first step when I realized, oh, I don't just have to be a dentist. I can be someone like Sue, where you just need to be focused, and you need to deliver something which is giving results, and then then you can be proud of yourself. So this was, and I don't even think she would know that she has done this to me. So that was my starting point. Then moving on to Icon itself. In my previous job, I like Jor, who is the owner of the company. He motivated me in a way that he always believed in me, and he always showed trust in me, so that I knew know that if I'm going to deliver something, or if I knew that I have to do this for him because he has the trust in me. So, and I was given all the platform to fail and learn and then grow. So it wasn't like,
Yeah.
I was not afraid that if I would fail, oh, I would not be given the opportunity again, because I was confident that I would be able to do things. Then I met so many different other peoples, like Sean. He was one of my colleague, and he's at the head of sales in Icon again. And the way he talked to people, I am a very introvert by nature, and I can't network. I don't like, I can talk to people after I know them, but it's very hard for me to talk to people when I'm meeting them for the first time. And this is something which I learned from Sean in my previous job. He was sales, and the way he used to communicate himself and talk to people, I was like, I have to learn this from him. So there's so many people in my life, they came in and they didn't even realize, I don't think they knew that they were motivating me, but they gave me so much indirectly. And so, and I think I keep grasping things from others. And I think that's the beauty of people around you as well, that people are so helpful, and if you talk to them, you learn so much, and there's an opportunity to learn from everyone. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, and I do believe, like, having a role model, having an ally, a mentor is so important in your life to grow, because in every step of your life, you're not sure what you want.
Yeah.
You keep changing your mind, you keep changing your career path and everything, but you need somebody in life to, tell you, you know what, this is
Yeah.
wrong or this is
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And I feel that you do need some negative people as well to
100%.
let you know that whatever you're doing is right, because the more people talk about you, the more you know where you stand.
Yeah.
And that's how you know that you're doing the right thing. So I mean, I've had so many mentors in life, and I also act as a mentor for a lot of students outside. I'm not an expert in everything, but I do feel like everybody who comes in our life teaches something. So whoever I
Yeah.
talk to, I make sure that I learn something from them.
Yeah.
So it's a knowledge is free, give and take.
Exactly, exactly. And I think the best way to gain knowledge is learning from others' experience, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah,
So if
yeah,
you can talk to them, and then, if you can learn from their experience, at least you won't be making the same mistakes as they did. And, you can just grow together then. So 100%, I think that is the
yeah.
best. Not share knowledge and talk to people. I think that is, again, who I can't even believe I'm saying this, but yeah, I think making new connections, talking to people, this is something which is going to grow you exponentially from
Yeah,
every aspect, not just from career, it's from personal life as well,
absolutely. Yeah.
because they give you so much. So yeah.
Yeah. No, networking in today's world is very important. The more
Yes.
you talk, the more you meet new people, the more you learn from them. So,
Yeah.
well, thanks for sharing about the, mentors and people you have been got into the help and as well. And kudos to all the names that you have mentioned. Thanks for being such a great ally to you. Um, So, what lessons did you learn from this unplanned journey, and how have they influenced your approach towards life and decision making?
You know what, Jeevantika? I used to think, when I used to give, I still remember when I was in London giving my exam for ORE, which was the dentistry exam. It was final practical exam, and I was doing the practical. And constantly in my head, there was a voice saying, "Cutie, if you didn't clear this, there's no future." And I was so stressed and I was so panicking that I always used to make mistakes, and I can never work well in stress. So and I thought, if I'm not able to work here as a dentist, my career is finished.
Mm-hmm.
But this view of mine is completely changed now. You never know what life is going to throw at you. You can never be prepared, in that sense that you can't predict what's going to happen. But what you can do is you can actually calm yourself down. And I think there is just need to believe that there is always one way or the other. So if this path is not going to work out, there's some other path going in
Some
the
other
same
parts.
direction.
Yeah,
Exactly. And you just need to take that path, and you will reach very, so your end goal, you're going to go get where you have to get no matter what. You just have to keep changing the paths, keep trying, and you will get it. And that's what I think I have learned, and my mindset is now completely changed. I don't get stressed out at small things as I used to 5 years ago, because 5 years ago you were just so, when I came in, everything was so much new in this country, and I was just like, how do you, it was so, even finding a place for a rent,
Yeah.
It was just so, it's so hard. You don't know
Challenging.
anyone. Yeah, and then I don't think, and it's just you're in a completely different country. I know I have studied all everything in English, but when you come and you move to a different country, the accent is completely different. Trying to understand the culture, trying to understand people, and then trying to fight with day to day, like getting the rent and then paying the bills and
Mhm.
stuff like that. It's completely different. And then
Yeah.
these were the things I used to worry about, and now look at it like 5 years down the line, the everything worked out. So no point in getting stressed out
Yeah.
about anything. It's all about, don't worry about small things. Just think what you want to do, and then just keep trying. I think that's what I've learned.
Very well said. And I think a lot of people might resonate this with you, whoever moved to Ireland recently. It's so hard in the beginning, but it's just a matter of starting something. Once you start, you know where you are going and what it's going to lead you to.
Yeah.
So, well, this is my last question for you. And I think for me, this is more important as well for the audience. So, for those listeners who may currently find themselves on an unplanned journey, what advice would you give them to embrace the unknown and make the most out of their situation?
I think the most important thing is be comfortable being uncomfortable. So I think if we want to grow and if we are on a journey, it is going to be an uncomfortable journey, because it's a new journey, and everything new is uncomfortable. So, but it's just a matter of time, and you will get comfortable becoming uncomfortable. So it's just a matter of time. And I think if you learn this, there is no one stopping you, no matter what you want, no matter where you want to get. If you know how to be, if you're comfortable being uncomfortable, that's it. Like, you have nailed half of the things. And then the other thing is, you have to, change is the only constant in life, and we all know that. So we have to, things are changing. 10 years down the line, the things were
Yeah.
important all across the globe is not at all important now. There's so many new things coming up in the world, technology, everything. So we just have to embrace it. We have to change it. We have to change ourselves, our thinking, and then use the best which is available with us. And then just don't have a fixed mindset. Be in a growth mindset where you are always ready to grow as a person, as a in every aspect of your life. And I think that's it. I think you would be able to. There's no one stopping what you can achieve then.
That was so powerful. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Really, that was really, it actually got stuck in my head. I'm going to use it a lot.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Cutie, for being a part of this. And as we bring this captivating episode on the unplanned journey of a dentist and tech entrepreneur to a close, we are reminded of the transformative power that comes from embracing the unexpected in pursuit of our passions. Our guest experiences have beautifully illustrated how diverse paths can lead to unexpected opportunities and innovation. So, throughout this episode, we have learned how the seemingly disparate worlds of dentistry and technology can intersect to create something truly extraordinary. Our guest journey exemplifies the importance of adaptability, courage, and the willingness to take unexpected detours. So, our sincere gratitude goes to our guest Cutie for sharing her personal and professional insights with us. Her ability to navigate two distinct fields with innovation and determination has left a lasting impact on us, our podcast, and our listeners. So, as we conclude, we encourage you to embrace the unexpected in your own journey, finding inspiration in the uncharted territories that can lead to unimaginable heights. Thank you for joining us on the Unplanned Journey podcast. Stay tuned for more inspiring stories and empowering conversations. Until next time, may you navigate the uncharted with resilience, creativity, and the courage to seize the unplanned opportunities. And as Cutie said, be comfortable with being uncomfortable. So, if you enjoyed today's episode and want to stay connected with us, we invite you to hit that subscribe button or follow our podcast channel. We value your support and appreciate you being part of our podcast community. Together, we can continue to explore fascinating topics, share empowering stories, number of challenges we face, and ignite a spark of inspiration in each other's lives. Thank you again for tuning in, and we look forward to having you with us on the next episode of The Unplanned Journey, Thriving Amidst the Unpredictable. Thank you so much, Cutie.
Thanks a million, Jeevantika. Thank you.